Where'd you bring the books out, please? Sorry. Didn't even think about it either till like the next day. Hey.
Been busy.
Mhm.
Hello, Aaron. Two pages to sign this time. We didn't change that much or?
Yeah, it's right, it's.
So do we have to do like a clarification?
Yeah.
Thank you, that's what they're doing. Oh.
Who wants to think about the something?
Are we ready almost?
Yep. Very nice.
What's wrong with it?
1 minute. David's not coming?
Mm-mm.
What? Yes, if you would please stand and say the pledge with us. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All righty. Get a chance to look over the minutes of the April 29th meeting.
I make a motion to approve the minutes of the last meeting.
Second, Rita. Motion by Retha, second by Aaron, all in favor? Aye. Claims and allowances. Motion to approve the claims and allowances.
Second that.
Motion by Aaron, second by Retha, all in favor? Aye. All righty. Teresa Ray.
All right, got the 2024 annual report. I emailed it all to you guys. You could look over and if you had any questions. Do you have any questions on it?
No,
No?
I did not.
I just need you guys to approve it. Just sign it.
Need to make a motion.
Oh, I'll make a motion to accept the annual highway department report.
I will second that.
There's a motion by Aaron and a second by Retha, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. It is today,
13.
Oh, I know.
really? You would have made it to coach that game.
I love it. Darn right.
Softball, baseball.
I've had him softball, helping out middle school.
Here, dear.
Yep, that's all I had. Oh.
Thanks, Teresa.
Thank you.
Well, Scott, we might as well go ahead and do you. Highway, what you got for us?
Don't have a lot to report. We are fixing potholes still. Doing some ditching. We did have a main day with FEMA over all the rains, winds, storm damage we've had. Don't know exactly when we'll find out anything about that. And I believe most of the equipment is up and running.
Did you get that culvert on, West River Road that got undermined? One Jim had to go out and fix that Friday. Did you put it on that list?
We filled that one in at the time and we'll go back and relook at it, but
Okay. Yeah, I know it's patched for now, but I didn't know if you put that on that FEMA list.
no, that they wouldn't have.
Hmm.
Wouldn't have taken that one on us. We had a discussion on a bigger one today that, I don't think they're gonna buy one either, so. Hopefully we'll get some of our paid reimbursement for man hours, machine hours. I'm gonna say I appreciate everything the guys done out there that was going on. Picked up a bunch of hours and we're still still playing catch up. We still got a few roads that we gotta fix.
How's our unofficial detour working out up and,
We've sent that on to the state, and they'll look at it and get back with us, so
and then the other one up north, it's working out okay?
haven't had any complaints on it.
Good.
Have you?
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do think they're looking at something on 231 south later in the year, so.
Yeah, it looked like
I think it's
July maybe.
possibly.
We seen the paper on it last meeting.
Actually, it was scheduled for 24, but it's not there a little bit.
I'm pretty sure that paper we seen last meeting, didn't it say the July?
Seems like it did.
Yeah. So. Now, we had one retire. I'd like to wish,
We
or
did.
thank Casey Deer Westry for his over 30 years of service at the Martin County Highway Department.
Absolutely.
Thank you, Casey, if you're listening. Anything else?
I don't have anything to say.
Anybody have anything? Anybody for Scott? Before we send him on his way? Thank you.
Thank you for that.
Thanks, Scott.
Thanks.
Thank you.
See ya.
Bye. Thanks, guys.
See ya.
Julie Fithian, voter redistricting update.
I'll actually say something. It turns out the numbers we were looking at and everything for the redistricting were incorrect because we forgot Crane. So putting Crane back in the mix and just ruined everything. So, and I have been in contact with Dave Lett, and Dave Lett is aware of this contract, but all I'm saying is that we're not changing anything, that we are gonna keep our district, which is all you guys need to do in order to be in compliance. You either have to recertify or reestablish, and we're gonna recertify. Now, the precincts, Dave Lett thinks he might still want to change. You can look into that later, but that's till August, so we have time on that one.
Okay,
But the redistricting needs to be done by June.
and we just need to,
Sign this ordinance that Jim's got.
It's in your packet. You have one in there.
oh. Need to approve this if that's what you so wish.
Make a motion to approve ordinance 2025-20 to reestablish the precincts,
Recertify.
recertify it.
I'm just looking at how close you guys are. They didn't put the chairs right.
Maybe we like each other. I'll second that.
Motion by Aaron, second by Retha, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. How many copies do you need?
Just sign the one and Michelle can make me a copy or whatever, you know.
Thank you, Julie. I seen on the news where David's gonna run for,
Secretary of State.
yes,
I
did see that.
give him our own little plug right here.
Well, right, I'd like to see him take it. He tried last time around and he didn't make it, so.
I appreciate him coming up and helping us with this.
That was way out of his, he didn't have to do anything.
Absolutely, absolutely. Andy,
All right, the Indiana Volunteer Fire Association is gonna have their monthly meeting and a dinner at the EMA office tomorrow at 6 o'clock. So if you want to know what's going on with the state house and affecting the volunteer fire departments, it's a good time to come visit. We had the FEMA FEMA was in today, so, wasn't terribly excited by what they had to say, but this is all still very preliminary. And even for those agencies that did not meet with them today, keep collecting numbers when they come out. If they come out with the official, federal declaration, we'll come around again, ask for numbers again. So,
I did notice that nobody was there from the ballpark.
yeah, that's an interesting story. I'll tell you off camera.
Okay, okay,
The school, didn't make it there, but they went to the school. We did walk around the ballpark and take a look at it. But yeah, there's some. That's the still collecting information part of
Okay,
the story
okay.
is the ball diamond. So they seemed happy with the effort we had. So. We'll see what it turns into. They still don't have. The governor hasn't submitted the request yet, and the President Trump hasn't signed it, so still time to go on that. The amateur radio group, the hams are are working on a field day, which is to get together portable radios and practice emergency radio operations. June 28th at the State Forest. So any amateur radio out there or people wanting to learn about amateur radio, contact me before that June 28th and we'll connect you with some information. And Monty, I talked to him for about 20 minutes today. He sounds good. He is in good spirits and still figuring out the treatment plan. So he's not driving because of his medication.
right.
But other than that,
I've seen his car home. I was gonna ask you that.
I spoke with him a couple times,
yeah,
so.
yeah, medicines keep him from driving. He's still got a little bit of weakness in his legs, so he said he wouldn't drive anyway because his legs don't work as well as he wants them to for driving. So, but we continue to hope for good progress for him. That's all I had.
Again, Andy, what was tomorrow night at 6?
IVFA, Indiana Volunteer Firefighter Association dinner. It's a monthly meeting. They rotate around the whole district. So they have a representative there, and one of the reports they give is on the state house and what rules and laws they're working on. So
Okay,
we'll have some burgers and brats and stuff like that for people to eat.
sounds good.
All right.
Thank you, Andy.
Thank you.
Yep, appreciate it.
Spoke to the sheriff, we have 25 inmates. We are looking for. I believe we're gonna be looking for some dispatchers and stuff. He's been to the job fair and. Looking around, got a few that's wanting to do different things, so. Also, there was a claim turned in on a vehicle, so do we need to go ahead and approve the deductible now or wait till it comes in?
Yeah, depending on if you guys agree to pay for it or.
Yeah, we're gonna pay for it.
Mhm.
Should we go ahead and approve the?
Yeah, just have in the minutes, cause that'd be nice.
If you guys wanna approve the deductible for the truck, we're ready.
Make a motion to approve the deductible for the vehicle.
Motion by Retha,
So,
second by Aaron, all in favor? Aye. David's being quieter than normal tonight, so that's. Michelle, what do you got?
Michelle Carrico from SIDC submitted request for the second draw of the Shoals Public Library, Okra grant, claim. So, we did receive the first draw last Wednesday, so thankfully we got that paid to them timely, and that worked out well. Cause you guys approved it at last meeting that we could pay. So now they're requesting the second payment and the amount of $114,272.07. From Indiana Grants Management on behalf of Martin County Shoals Public Library.
Now, is this one also, based on approval by the council at their next meeting?
No,
Okay,
not this time. They approved the whole 750, the whole amount of the grant, so and now it only has to come to you guys every draw to get approval.
okay.
Make a motion to approve the grant draw number 2 for the Shoals Public Library grant.
Second.
Motion by Rita, second by Aaron. All in favor?
Aye.
We need to sign that or?
Yeah. Back to heating, air, maintenance quotes, contacted. M&M Electric, and they did say filters be included in their agreement, for twice a year, spring and fall cleaning. HFI did kind of amend their agreement a little bit, cause we had a question about the mileage. Says a fuel surcharge of $35 will be added to each invoice, including all preventative maintenance checks. So we've come from Bloomington, but, yeah, it's not gonna be the per diem like it said in the last contract, it's $35. So they would come quarterly, and their quarterly cost is, $1,475. So
How much was that?
quarterly, $1,475. So just seeing what you guys thought.
And then M&M will come twice a year for, was it 2,500?
I'll make a motion for M&M.
I'll second that.
Motion by Aaron, second by Rita, all in favor? Aye.
Next, I've been talking to the council about a new desk in my office. Connie sits there majority of the time, and it's not made for someone to sit there, it's made for someone to stand there. So she's in a higher chair to begin with, plus she doesn't have anywhere for her knees to go, so she has to open the cabinets to even sit down. And she's it causes pain, honestly, for her to sit there. Plus it being elevated, I mean, it's kind of a dangerous thing anyway. So we did the ineligible homestead deductions, and that money all went into a fund that my office can use on things that are not included in the budget. So the council approved stipends for my office girls last meeting, I think. But also we just need this desk just for, her safety and well-being. So that's what I'm asking for.
I make a motion to approve that. I've been in there. I see when she gets up, I totally see where she would need that. So the drawing is amazing. So I make a motion, we approve the reception desk upgrade.
Second, Rita Smith.
In the amount of,
$6,525.
motion by Rita, second by Aaron, all in favor?
Aye.
I was contacted by the judge a week or two ago. She said she had been contacted by the Shoals Public Library regarding their summer reading program. They usually have their summer reading program at the library, but since they don't have space this year, they're going around to different places in the town of Shoals, Friday afternoons or Fridays, I think. So they wanted to know if, the courthouse, if we could do a Friday on June 27th. So they would start out with the judge, and she'd kind of talk to the kids. Then the kids would come upstairs and talk to the office holders up here. And And then they would like to possibly utilize the recycling center bay, like probably just the left side, where the trailer is now, and have some tables set up in there so they could eat lunch. And then they're gonna have like a presentation by, the DNR owl mascot, sorry, I forget his name.
Hootie, I don't know.
Yeah, it could very well be.
I mean, I would figure, but I don't know.
I'm sorry, I could have told you an hour ago.
We'll go with Hootie.
But the DNR comes and gives them a, presentation, but they're just needing a space to do that. They didn't, just as long as it could fit about 50 people. So, let's see what you guys thought. I mean, probably do need to contact our insurance people.
That's what I was just gonna say.
I'm sure that's okay, but
Might as well go ahead and contact them because I know the
for the county.
catfish will be. Yeah, we just need to make sure but I'm sure we are, just like this building, but wouldn't hurt to ask.
Yeah.
They do know we don't have chairs and stuff in there, right?
Yeah, we could come up with some tables. I don't know that we could come up with chairs. So yeah, we'll have to work out some
Guess I'll
details, but.
find somebody to set them up.
Mhm. Okay, yeah, I'll keep you updated and contact the insurance.
I think if it all works out, we'd be good with it.
Exactly, yes.
Okay.
Aaron, you good with it?
Yeah.
I believe that's all I have.
It's quick.
One thing I wanna know, I wanna be on record on the sheriff's deductible vehicle. That's the first I'd heard of it. I already know what I voted for, so I'm gonna abstain on that one. Or
We'd had an accident with one of the deputies' trucks. And it was just a deductible to get it repaired at the body shop.
I just hadn't heard a word about it. There's not much communication from over there, so.
Rita, you still good with it? Alright,
Okay,
so it'd be two.
Yeah.
And then one abstain, or no, whatever,
No,
no,
Okay.
one no,
any of the 25 vehicles.
no. Anybody else have anything?
Not unless you want to go longer, than I think something.
You can start singing it down.
I did attend the ribbon cutting for the Henderson Shelter House, so there was a decent attendance there. It was really nice. So, yeah.
It looks nice too, doesn't it?
Yeah.
They done a hell of a good job on that out there. It
I
looks
was
great.
amazed at the picnic tables with the jug rock being
Yeah,
left in there. That
too.
was, yeah, they did a really good job.
Nice.
I know a lot of work got put into that, so I appreciate everybody that did that.
They show you the line of how high it was on it, the water,
Yeah, yeah.
Well, anybody else have anything? If not, the courthouse will be closed on Monday, May 26th, in observance of Memorial Day. Our next meeting will be Tuesday, May 27th, here at 5:30. If nobody has anything else.
Make a motion to adjourn.
Second reading. Motion.
Reese with the motion, Aaron with a second, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye, thanks for coming.
Thank you, everyone.